welcome to the temple with Jene Nicole. I am so excited to see you. It's been some time, I know, but I'm super excited about today's episode. And as you can see, I have a bit of a situation going on here on the set, and we're gonna have a lot of fun today because we're gonna get into what this is all about. I've got one of my absolute favorite recipes that we're gonna make here on the show, and actually if you have these ingredients at home, you can make them at home too while I make them. So I'm super excited about that, but we're not gonna get into that just yet. But that's the reason why you have to watch this entire show, because I know that you want to know what it is that we're making on the show today. And it's going to be delicious and nutritious and yummy. Most of the time people automatically assume that healthy food is bland and it doesn't taste good. Well, today we're going to 86 that whole concept. That's not true, because if you know Fit Coach Jene, you know that I love food. I love to cook food. I love to eat food. I love to go out to restaurants and eat really, really good food and then try to go home and duplicate them. That's like one of my favorite things to do. So excuse our mess on the set today. The producers are probably going to kill me for this because I got a lot going on and I just kind of threw this on them, but it's going to be great. I promise you. So as I said, I love to cook and I love to eat food, and then I love to go out and I love to duplicate food. So what we're going to do today is a recipe that I love, that I know that you will love too. It's kind of like a copycat of something that I had when I was out, and I absolutely love it. So before we get into that, let's talk about some health, okay? We're going to talk about health first, and then fitness, and then nutrition. Can we talk about that? Health, fitness, and nutrition. Seeing that this is the health, fitness, and wellness show, we're going to talk about everything related to those things, okay? So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is something that is very near and dear to my heart. Reason being is because it's a personal experience, something that I experienced on my own within my life. I mean, not all the time, but I do notice when it's going on in my health. And I had this experience maybe recently, maybe about 2 weeks ago, and I'll tell you why. I really love to be honest about my health, because most people automatically assume that because I'm the fit coach that I eat perfect and I exercise every day and I do everything that I'm supposed to do, and that's a big fat lie. Okay, let me just be honest with you. I ate lots of kale and lots of greens and lots of fruits and green beans and broccoli, and then by the time Saturday came, I had a Philly cheesesteak. Okay, I didn't even know Philly Connection was around anymore, but I ran into one and I was like, oh my gosh, give me a 10-inch Philly cheesesteaks with the works on it. Okay, but that just goes to show that I don't have the perfect lifestyle, but I try to practice on a day-to-day basis, making sure that I'm getting very nutritious foods. But sometimes I kind of slip off the wagon, I fall off the wagon, and I have to do things to kind of rejuvenate my health again. Now, the thing that got me about the Philly cheesesteak is, as good as it was, I am not going to tell you a story. I did suffer some repercussions as a result of eating it. The first is wheat. Wheat, rye, and barley I actually am allergic to, so it makes me really sleepy. It kind of turns my stomach into knots. Why in the world would you eat that knowing that you would have those kind of reactions? Because it was just that doggone good. And then I felt sluggish all weekend. I had a hard time going to the bathroom number 2. And then I found myself like having these strange just like scents and things coming through some different areas of my body and my life. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because I want you to begin to recognize when your body is talking to you. So we always talk about detoxing. We talk about keeping the system flush. We talk about eating the right foods and what foods do what. Today we're going to talk about the signs and things and ways that your body is trying to alert you. Hey, I'm not doing too good. So there are some things, and as I said, I love to talk about me because I think it's really awesome when you talk about yourself, other people don't feel bad. But if this is you, I mean, hey, great, we're on the same team. This is what happened. So my husband came home, and hadn't seen him in about a week or two because he had been working, and we decided we were just gonna like splurge on everything. So Friday we had hot wings, and by Saturday we had Philly Connection, and by Sunday we were just all kind of jacked up. Okay, so what I did was I paid attention to my body's reaction, and I want to go through some of the reactions that my body went through as a result of eating a lot of junk. And I want you to write these down, and if these are you, I want you to tell tell yourself the truth because this is going to help you in the long run. One of the things that I experienced was salty, strong sweat odor. Now, you are supposed to sweat. Sweating is a very healthy sign of your body perspiring and getting rid of the toxins, getting rid of the salts from your body. But if the salt in your body is so strong, you've got too much salt in your body. You've got too many toxins in your body. So I experience strong, salty sweat. And if your sweat has a strong odor to it, like, okay, I get it. Dudes, sometimes they're funky and they just don't think so because they like to just like live and breathe their own perspiration. But that's actually not the best thing all the time. Your sweat is not supposed to have a stench like odor. It's supposed to have a perspiration odor. Not to say that it smells absolutely great, but it's not supposed to burn through your nostrils is all I'm saying. The second thing is stinky feet. We are not supposed to have stinky feet. Stinky feet is a sign of a few things. Your body's pH level being a little off, your body being toxic, and all of those toxins coming through your feet. That's why they have foot detoxes that you can actually pull all of the odors out of your body, out of the all of the toxins out of your body through your feet. But your feet are not supposed to be stinky and burning your nostrils when you take off your shoes. Okay, someone that I know that's in my family, I'm telling on them, their shoes are so stinky that I have to put them on the balcony. And you know who you are, and I know that you're watching. Okay, so stinky feet is another sign that your body is very, very toxic, and you maybe need to change your diet so that you can get rid of some of the waste and odors or waste and toxins and things that are causing the odor in your body. Another one is bad breath. Okay, to be honest, by the time that I had eaten hot wings and Philly cheesesteak, when I burped, the gas that came out of my burp, I swear I wanted to faint from my own burp. It was awful. I smelled everything that I had consumed that weekend, and it was awful, and I was ashamed of myself. But your burp is not supposed to smell that foul. Now, there are some things that you can eat that are really stinky, that are naturally stinky, like if you eat asparagus and garlic, those are foods that are just naturally stinky, but you have to deal with it because they're like two of the best foods in the world that you could eat. So you deal with the stinkiness because they're so doggone good for you. But outside of that, you're not supposed to have breath odor that is so foul that it's like almost making you want to faint. Okay, moving on. Stinky gas. That means stinky gas coming out of the other way. Your gas is not, you know what, can I tell you the truth? When I was being obedient to the perfect diet and I was eating everything that I was supposed to eat and I was not wavering, my gas, literally, I almost didn't smell it. No one in the room knew that it happened because it had no odor to it. And it didn't come out hard, and you know, sometimes it can come out so hard that it's almost like a washboard sound coming out. That's awful. And when I was at my prime eating the way that I was supposed to eat, it did. But as soon as I fell off of the wagon, my gas was so strong that it filled the whole room. It was awful. Everyone knew it, and I was like blaming other people so that they wouldn't find out it was me. I kind of do that because I don't like to take blame for stinky gas. But moving on to the next one. Another one is stinky bowel. Yes, stinky poop. Believe it or not, our poop is not supposed to have the type of odor that it has when we're very toxic. And a lot of people, when I say this, they do not believe that the poop is supposed to be natural smelling. It is supposed to be very light and very natural. It's not supposed to be very stinky with a strong smell. It's also not supposed to come out in pellets. We talked about a few episodes ago how that is a sign of lack of fiber and things that you can do. But your poop is not supposed to, when you wipe, it's not supposed to be smeared on your tissue. All of that is a sign of an unhealthy bowel, unhealthy poop. And that's some of the things that I experienced this weekend. Okay, I did detox though. So I'm telling you all this stuff because I'm no longer ashamed, because I'm back on track. I ate like kale this morning for breakfast, okay? So don't you judge me. Anyhow, my last of few. Skin problems, believe it or not, when you're getting like outbreaks in your skin or oily bumps or acne, a lot of the time it's a reaction to the foods that we're eating. Scaly skin, dry skin, different things like that are a reaction to the different foods that we're eating. So it's very, very important to make sure that you're keeping a nutritious diet that's keeping your body nourished and your skin nourished. There are so many different things that are really, really good for your skin, and we won't go into them today, but it's good to make sure that the foods that you eat have lots of vitamins, vitamin A, B, C, B6, which is biotin. All of these things are great for your skin. Last but not least, odors in the private areas is also a sign that your body is very toxic. Now, I know that we don't like to talk about these type of odors, but you're not supposed to have a very foul or strong or sour smell in your private areas, we'll say. It's supposed to actually be very light, very airy, almost like a water base, a lubricant. But if you're having any odor problems down there, then you want to make sure that you balance your body's pH level by getting fruits and veggies, eating fruits and veggies that have lots of water in them, like cucumbers and watermelon, which are like 90 to 95% water. You've got to get some good stuff in your diet. Okay, guys, because I am super excited about this, we're going to move on from all talking about being funky and stinky and eating bad. But the reason that I wanted to talk to you about that today is because a lot of those on that list, not all of them, but some of them are things that I experienced over this weekend when I decided to splurge and binge on a lot of junk, and I had the reactions to it, and then I said, you know what, my audience and my viewers would love to know these different things that go on in their bodies and why they go on. So that's what happened there. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our recipe. Oh, well, actually, I'll give you a fitness tip, and then we'll move on to our recipe. Okay, fitness tip of the day, and we're going to do this every show from now on. Fitness tip of the day. If you are going to do 1,000 crunches, make sure you eat a lot of really healthy food. Crunches only work, and you only get abs when you're eating the appropriate foods that line up with your fitness regimen as well. Just because I don't want you to waste your time doing 1,000 crunches and then wondering, how come I'm not getting a flat stomach? So make sure that your exercise regimen also matches your diet. All right, guys, let's move on. I'm so excited. So I'm going to show you something. I'm super excited about this. There is this coffee shop that I love to go to, and I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but it's so awesome, and I love it. And I'm not a coffee drinker, but I love tea. And everybody who knows me knows how much I absolutely love tea. I have an entire cabinet of nothing but different teas. And the thing that I love about this coffee shop is they not just sell coffee drinks, coffee beverages, they also sell beverages that are tea-based, which I think is awesome because everybody doesn't take a liking to coffee. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, and you just tell me what you think. Anyhow, this is one of my favorite drinks. I don't know if you could see the color. It's a little greeny, but it's one of my favorite drinks to drink when I go to this particular it's a very large coffee chain, and it actually has matcha green tea in it, which is one of my favorite things to drink. I love green tea, period, but matcha green tea is much stronger and it has a lot more health benefits than regular green tea. So today, boom, we're gonna make a green tea matcha style frappuccino or frozen drink or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so this recipe actually only calls for some very simple ingredients. So this is the thing about the one that I get. Although I love it so much, it does have lots and lots of sugar. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It has like 75 grams of sugar in it. And as much as I love it, I can't always drink it because realistically, from a dietary standpoint, we're only supposed to have about 30 grams of sugar a day. So 75 is kind of like pushing the meter for me, and I'm gonna have to detox for like 2 days, or maybe I can't have sugar for 2 or 3 more days if I drink that. So sometimes what I do, if I don't want to take my body through the process of depriving myself of sugar, is I'll just kind of go home and just kind of spin up my own recipe or duplication, or I don't know, whatever. It's not exactly like it, but to be honest, it tastes almost precisely like it, and I love it because I can't taste the difference, but there is a huge difference in the nutritional value because I get to go from about 75 grams of sugar to about 15 grams of sugar, and that is awesome. Guys, you know how much I love giving you substitutes of the things that you love so much that you want to indulge in, but you're afraid, because I want you to be able to enjoy food and enjoy all of the restaurants that are out there, but I want you to learn how to do it healthier and happier. Okay, so this recipe is very, very simple. It just calls for some matcha green tea here, matcha green tea, and then it doesn't call for flax or chia seeds, but these are here just for the purpose of fiber. Sometimes we want to just throw those in, especially if you're having problem pooping. You want to throw in a little bit of fiber. We may or may not. We'll see. You're going to use some almond milk. Not a whole lot, but we're going to use almond milk. The thing I love about almond milk is it's a great substitute for regular milk, and it's only 30 calories. It's got 1 gram of carbohydrate, 0 grams of sugar. As a matter of fact, this is unsweetened original almond milk by Almond Breeze. It only has 2.5 grams of fat. We are doing well so far. As well as my matcha green tea, literally almost nothing. Now this is the doozy. This is the one that I really want you to see, okay? This is stevia in the raw, and I swear by it and I live by it. So the thing that I love about stevia in the raw is it has 0 calories, 0 calories, okay? 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of fat, okay? 0 carbohydrates, literally 0 carbohydrates, and 0 in sugar. You can't go wrong with using this as your sugar substitute. Like seriously, the bitter aftertaste blends in with the green tea anyway, so you don't even taste the bitterness of it. This is literally 1,000 times sweeter than regular sugar, so you can't go wrong with stevia in the raw as your substitute. This is my favorite brand, particularly stevia in the raw. And then here we've got some things that we can add. Now this is our sweet side, and you may or may not want to use them, but hey, they're here. If you want to use them, great. If you don't choose to use them, that's awesome too. Okay, so let's get into it. I've got some ice here in this cup, and I love this cup. This cup is actually from that chain, and I love it because it keeps my ice cold. My ice hasn't even melted. That is so crazy, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get a little noisy in here. Fill the cup with some ice. Get some more ice. This thing keeps my ice so cold that it literally, my ice is stuck to it, okay? So we're not gonna get any more ice out of there. This is just amazing to me, okay? So we filled the cup with ice. We're going to take some almond milk first, and we're going to pour, I like almond milk a lot. And on the nutrition facts, it says 1 cup is 30 calories. So we are going to fill 1 cup's worth of almond milk. I went a little over 1 cup, but that's okay because I love almond milk. Okay, and then we're going to take our matcha green tea. You are going to pour 1 tablespoon. So what I did is I've measured out a tablespoon already just for the sake of having the perfect measurement. Pour that 1 tablespoon of matcha green tea in there. Okay, that looks so yummy already. If you want to, as I said, you can add your chia seed or flaxseed, one or the other or both, just for the purpose of fiber. If you are having problems moving your bowels, then you might want to add that. Now we're going to add some stevia in the raw. What I love about this, you can add as much as this as you want, and it literally is still like 0 grams of sugar. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I put a lot of this stuff in here, okay? Just because it's nothing. It's like air, so why not? Okay. All right, now this recipe actually calls for vanilla extract, but to be honest with you, I'm not a huge vanilla fan, so I'm not gonna put it in there. I am gonna put a little bit more milk, okay? All right, guys, and we're gonna take our top. Another thing that I love about this recipe is it has lots of nutritional values and lots of benefits, antioxidants and vitamins, and oh my gosh, galore. blend it up in my little Ninja. If you don't have a Ninja, you can use a regular blender. It all blends the same as long as it's powerful. And it's gonna get noisy for about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're done. Look at that. We're gonna do it one more time. Just 5 seconds. 5 seconds, I promise. Just 5 seconds, we're almost done. Just to get all the ice blended up. Okay, now guys, this is my favorite part. Look at this baby. Oh, that looks delicious. Oh my gosh. It's just like my little coffee shop that I love so much. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. That's seriously yummy stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and spoon it out into my cup. The more ice that you put, the more frozen like it is. I don't like mine super, super frozen because I like to drink it and it's a little watery, okay? And then I'm gonna top it off. Now be careful with this because it does have 1 gram of fat and 2 tablespoons. So you don't wanna do a whole lot, okay? So far, we're only working on about 4 grams of fat, including the whipped cream, which is really good. That's not too bad. If I had a cherry, I'd put it on top. If you like caramel, cool. I mean, you can drizzle it with caramel. I think that'll be really good. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it and not make a mess because someone here is gonna kill me and I'm not gonna say who it is. Yeah, there we go. Drizzle a little bit, just a tablespoon. Remember guys, you can enjoy all the stuff that you love, but don't go overboard. So I'm just gonna put not even a tablespoon. I'm gonna drizzle it over the top. And look how yummy that looks. Oh my gosh. This is the perfect thing to drink in the morning. It has no sugar. It has healthy caffeine source. It has about 70 milligrams of caffeine, just enough to give you a morning burst or boost that you need. It's got all kind of vitamins in it. It's got all kind of antioxidants in it. It's got fat burning elements to help you burn fat throughout the day. There is literally nothing wrong with this drink. I mean, what, 4 grams of fat? It's awesome is all I can say. And now for the taste test, okay? Oh, 1 second. Now for the taste test. We're gonna find out how it tastes, okay? Okay, honestly, that's really good. Oh, it was just that good. Anyhow, guys, if you made this at home, email me, let me know how it went. It's so good, it's like, it's all over my face. Email me and let me know how it went for you. You know what I love about it? The taste has kind of like a, let me taste it again so I can clearly explain what it tastes like. Oh, I love it because it's got that bold like coffee taste, but it's not bitter or, you know, it's got a smoother taste and it's, oh my gosh. That is good. You got to try that. You can just like feel the energy going down your throat. You can feel how, you can taste how refreshing it is. You can literally drink that in the morning and just, you're going to have a really good day. And you know what, for people who are trying to maybe, you know, drink less coffee or find coffee alternatives, but you still want that rush, the main reason that people love to drink coffee is because the caffeine, it's not bad for you. It's over consuming caffeine that becomes too bad. That becomes bad for you. But if you're trying to still get that caffeine fix, a healthy caffeine fix to give you that kick minus all of the sugar, if you're the type of person that wants to wean yourself off of coffee, then this is a great alternative. It tastes so good. And the other thing that I love, love, love about it is we typically, in order to sweeten our coffee, I notice I use about 4 tablespoons of stevia, and that still put me at 0 grams of sugar. Well, if you would have used 4 tablespoons of sugar, you probably would have gained like 3 pounds by the end of the day. Well, here you don't gain all of that. And let me tell you the difference between using stevia in the raw in coffee and using stevia in the raw in tea or green tea. Stevia in the raw does have a natural bitter taste, but when it's paired with matcha green tea or green tea, you don't taste that bitter taste. Because coffee and coffee beans are already so bitter, when you add stevia in the raw, you still get a little bit of that bitter taste that stevia provides. But as I said, 1,000 times sweeter No sugar, no calories, no carbohydrates, nothing. Literally, you're eating air. So you just can't go wrong with it, is what I'm saying. Guys, this is good stuff. I got all of my goodies here, and I'm super excited about it. So from now on, every episode, we are going to finish our episode with an awesome recipe. I don't know what we'll cook next month or what we'll do. But if you have something that you want me to make here on the show, or if there's a food that you absolutely love but you can't enjoy because it's unhealthy, or you want some type of alternative, you should email it to mytemplefit@gmail.com. And I will try to make sure that I host that at some point on one of the episodes of The Temple with Jene Nicole. I'm super excited about that. Okay, and the other thing that I want you to do is email me at that email address if you need fitness tips, or if there's something that you want to see me do here on the show. I get a lot of questions about how to get abs exercises, how to tone your legs, which exercises do we do, how many times do you do them. You can email me at mytemplefit@gmail.com, and maybe we'll do those exercises right here on the show. This show is all about health and wellness and nutrition, and hopefully I'll do what I can to give you all the info you need to live a happy, healthy life. I am Fit Coach Jene, and I love you so much, and I missed you. And we'll see you next time, same place, and enjoy your matcha green tea frozen drinky. See ya. Bye.